Welcome back to MMA Oddsbreaker. Today we got Ryan Spann getting ready to fight Larry Crow down Legacy Fighting Championships 42. This one is the Golden Nugget Casino in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Ryan, how you doing, buddy?
Doing good. How you doing?
Good, good. It's a Sunday, so for me I do a lot of interviews. But on Sundays, what do you usually do when you're in training camp?
Usually I take Sundays off, but I'm getting closer and closer to the fight. So right now we kind of tapering down the weight and on our way down to 185.
How's your weight right now? Heavy?
That's a good question.
I'm
still in the budgets, but that's fine.
Okay. When day of weigh-in, you're gonna wake up. What do you want to weigh day of weigh-in?
I want to be D-weight the day of the weigh-ins. I don't like to do anything the day of weigh-ins, so I should make the weight Wednesday night.
Okay.
Wednesday.
Does that make it Does it make it hard to sleep the night before then?
Yeah. Sometimes I don't sleep at all. Going into the weigh-ins, but I get my sleep afterwards, so that's fine. I hardly sleep anyway. So.
Okay. What during training camp? How much sleep do you need a night?
It depends. I mean, honestly, usually I'll be asleep right now. It's 1:30 out here, so I usually sleep during the day and work out at night.
Okay. So sleep. Do you work nights too, or is it just that's just your habit?
Yeah, I just work out. Just I fight at night, so I train at night. I like to have my body on that time.
Okay. Now, how's training camp been getting ready for Larry?
It's been good, man. Nothing real special. I'm not looking past this guy or anything, but we feel like this should be a good fight. Good fight for me, and then we make the next step afterwards.
Okay. Yeah. For those of you at home that don't know, Ryan is 5-1 and Larry Crow is 9-4. You only had one hiccup, and it was kind of a weird loss to Brandon Farron back in September 2014. I didn't see that one coming. You got beat in 21 seconds. Was it just a slow start? He came out hard and heavy. You just weren't ready for it, or what happened?
Man, to be honest with you, I didn't want to fight that fight. If I wasn't a champion, I wouldn't have been in there at all. But I had my title, and I wanted to defend it. Since I was the champion. That whole fighting, that whole training camp was just difficult. My daughter was born 3 months early. So we didn't know how that was gonna go. So I had my I didn't have my family at all. The whole training camp. 2 weeks after she was born, I had to go to Florida to train. I get back, my wife was still in Galveston because they transported my daughter. So that whole time, it was just wrong, and got into it was a strange situation. By the time I got to the fight, I was fine. As far as like with my daughter and everything. I knew she was coming home, and the day before the fight, I got into a big argument, man, with one of my coaches. My head coach. Yeah, so that affected me big time. And
Yeah.
I got into the fight. That whole weekend, I was just angry. Mostly angry at my coach, and got it. I tried to let it go. But by the time I tried, it was too late. I tried during his walkout. I was still angry when he was walking out about the day before. And so by the time we got in there, I just didn't want to be there. I didn't.
Fair enough. I mean that happens. When a batter has a bad day in the Major League Baseball, he goes 0-4. It's not that big of a deal. When we have a bad day, it's a 21-second knockout. It's a different kind of bad day.
Pretty much.
So, have you changed head coaches, or are you and that coach? That argument was just that argument. You guys are okay.
Well, actually, yeah, that was my last fight with them. I used to be with American Top Team, but now I moved over to 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, which is basically it's really good for my style. I never knew until I got there that my style was loosely based off of 10th Planet system anyway, and never realized it until I got there. So that was a perfect switch.
Eddie Bravo's style is definitely not for everybody. You have to have super flexible hips and super flexible knees. But those that get it and understand it work very well. And that's one of the things about his style of 10th Planet is that once you learn it, and if you can learn it, and you have the ability to get through it, physically, that it's a great style to work with. I do steal parts of it, but I'm one of those guys. I steal parts from everybody. Who's going to corner you then for this fight? So that last fight, that was 2 fights ago with Ferran where you lost, and then you beat Andreas Young by submission. Is it the same? Excuse me. Is it the same coaching staff for Young that you're going to have now?
I'll be with Brian Debs and my brother. My brother will be with me. My brother been with me the whole step of my life, pretty much, and he was a big part of why I decided to move. They didn't want me training with my brother because he was at a different gym. And once there's nothing's gonna come between me and my family. So that's why I made the switch. So my brother's with me. He's my head boxing coach and stuff. So he's gonna be there with me. I have Brian Dales, which is my jiu-jitsu coach, and I probably have my strength and conditioning coach there with me.
Okay. Now, when it comes time to cutting weight and having to be in the sauna and all that, does your brother come in the sauna with you to help you cut weight?
Sometimes. Yeah, sometimes. He hates the way I cut weight. He wants me walking around closer to the weight.
Yeah.
Him being a boxer, he likes to he walk around at his weight class, and I try to tell him that, hey, I don't want to be that small all the time because, in MMA, they can grab, and I don't want to be having to move around all their weight and just be like a light feather, So yeah. I try to keep on some weight, so we came to a compromise of me walking around at 205.
Okay.
And so that's what we're gonna try to do.
That's not a bad compromise for 185. A lot of the guys walk around at 205, 210, making 185 in MMA. So it's actually a good weight class to be at. Let's talk about Larry Crow. How do you see him as a competitor, and what do you think he's gonna try to do to you?
I don't know. I don't watch too many of his stuff. I don't watch a lot of film at all. I just so happened to see him fight a few times, and that wasn't as like the scout, and that was just way back then. I never thought that I'd be fighting him, especially now. I heard about his last fight. He lost through illegal cup shot. I was thinking he was gonna get a title shot. And somehow, when they asked me about a fight, I was like, yeah, sure. And they told me his name, and I was surprised. So I don't know what was going on with that, but in my mind, I thought he was gonna get a rematch. Yep. But I don't really honestly see him as a threat to me. Long as I come in with my head straight and happy, it's gonna be a good night of work for me.
Well, if you look at his record, he has 9 wins, and they're 5 by KO, 3 by decisions, and 1 submission. So it's not like a guy's going to try to submit you.
Yeah.
It's going to be a guy that's going to try to knock your head off or try to take it into deep water, try and go later. And when we're dealing with you, the majority of your stuff, Ryan, as you're competing, comes from submissions. Your 5 wins, 4 submissions. So on paper, it looks like the striker versus the grappler. But that's not really what this fight is.
7 wins, 6 submissions. 7 wins, 6 submissions. I fought again last month. I don't know if that came.
Hasn't updated yet. Okay.
Yeah. So what is it? 7 wins, 6 submissions, 5 of them in the first round. Yeah. So it looks good on paper. They're thinking striker versus grappler, but a lot of people don't know is I've been striking all my life. I've been in different forms of martial arts, from Aikido to Taekwondo, karate, and boxing. I also did judo and jiu-jitsu before I even got into MMA. So a lot of people don't see that. The reason why I was submitting people is when I first started, I told my brother, I was like, I want to be so good. I want to work off my back. So when I first started, I did a lot of groundwork on working off my back, because I was like, I know I'm gonna be a good striker. People are gonna try to take me down. That's gonna be their thing. And that's when I started getting good at working off my back. And so that kind of evolved to one of my title fights. I got punched real hard playing around on my back, and I was like, I'm never doing that again. So I started working on my top game, and so on paper it looks like striker versus grappler, but really I've been doing it since I was 18 months. Yeah. I just choose to submit people. Before I got knocked out, I never liked knocking. I thought just horrible to him, until I realized after my fight that I was fine. I was able to go out and eat with my family and stuff. It wasn't that bad. So now I'm gonna come out and start having fun. Larry Crow is a southpaw, which is awesome. I love fighting southpaws. My brother is a natural southpaw, so I've been fighting one all my life, so so this is gonna be fun.
Well, good. Ryan, thanks so much for coming on here. MMA Oddsbreaker, I appreciate it. I know it's trying to get some weight down, so I don't want to keep you too much longer. Have fun with Larry Crow. It's going to be a great fight to watch. Legacy Fighting Championships 42, June 26th, down in Lake Charles, Louisiana. Talk to you soon, buddy. Appreciate it.
All right, thank you, sir.